He's Debbie's so cute as a baby. He's so cute as a baby. What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back. We are here with more My Hero Academia as we're wrapping up Season 6 of the final push. So let's get straight into it. Before we get started, you know the vibes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads. Check us out over on the Patreon for $5 a month to get early access to my reactions, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut. Anyways, let's get into it. I was back when he selected her. Oh, we get the background story. Quirk marriage.
俺は望んだのだ。俺の炎の個性と日村家一族の
He said, I want these eugenics to go crazy. Which is still a crazy thing that I have to explain that sometimes. That's how I know there's sometimes younger viewers in my audience when it comes to My Hero as a reaction series. Is like, they don't know what eugenics is. They're like, no, you don't get it. You don't understand. And I'm like, no, we get it. I just don't think you know words. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, those are the flowers he would bring to the hospital. Remember? He put them in a... Oh, remember that? He brought them to her hospital and shit. But she just didn't see him.
Rei, お前大丈夫なのか?
Oh, damn. Go off, Queen. I love that for you. You know what? Like, coming back after having, like, a total mental break and just, like, having to be hospitalized, coming back, but being like, hey, I saw our son, who we thought was dead. You are not the only one hurting here. Like, and being like, my feelings are valid. Yes, I've been, like, put away because I've been, like, broken for a while. I might still be broken. I might still not be okay. But I love this damn family. And I'm here. Like, W. Man, he's reveling in it. Holy shit. The wrong way to put out a fire. That is... It's kind of like... It's so fucked up because obviously Dabby is a total office walker crazy bitch. Right? We can all agree what he's doing is all fucked up. But it's also like... the hurt he's feeling through all of this is so, like, palpable that he converts it all to, like, this sort of crazy-ass revenge arc for himself that he, like, craved. But it's so heartbreaking because it's just... Man. I start getting choked up. No, it's too early to get choked up. I'm sorry. I can't, nope. Oh, Debbie's so cute as a baby. He's so cute as a baby.
の個性因子はより色濃く引き継がれているのですが、肉体はお母さんの方を強く引き継いで。
Yeah. He's like, hey, it looks like you're just trying to shop for a designer, baby. Motherfuckers, y'all should not be doing this shit. This is kind of weird. These breeding regiments, not okay. So I think you should stop.
おや、お前ならオールマイトを超えられる。
That's so fucked that your first thought is like, oh, I thought he could pass All Might. Not being like, holy shit, I've been training my son right now to use flames and it's physically hurting him more than it should. Like, right? That would be my first thought. It's like, oh my god, I've been training him. And I know he's been hurting, but I didn't realize, like, the full reason why his physicality was hurting him this much. That's horrible. I hope he's okay. Like, right? The parental instinct is just, a little secondary there, buddy.
持つお前なら
A little secondary there.
なぜ
Now that is something I really appreciate, is being like, yeah, he because like we all know how he like, quote unquote died, was that he went to go train alone in the woods and then he overburned his body, right? And like, that was where the flames went crazy. But it's nice to know that they all told him to stop training. That makes me like a little bit happier with the situation. Still fucked up how that came to be though.
どれだけ言っても毎日新しいやけどを作ってくる。
Yeah.
バカなところも俺に似た。
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that they don't want him to keep training, right? But it's like, you instilled these dreams upon him from the day he was born, and he knows he was born for the purpose of passing All Might. Like, you gave him such a toxic mentality from the get-go. And it breeds like this child who has only one motivation in life. Right? And it's just, and there's a bear of responsibility. If you have like a 6 to 10-year-old kid, right? Or more like a 6-year-old kid who's like, you brainwashed to its existence being like, hey, your whole meaning of life is to pass All Might and to be the strongest, and you have stronger flames than me, you're going to be better than me. And then you just gas up their head the entire time. That's all they know. They don't know anything else. They don't know their value beyond that. You didn't teach your kid that they have intrinsic value beyond just their quirk. And now their dependency on it, and them wanting to be better, and them wanting to shine bright, you put all of that onto them. That kind of applies to, if you want to take it to a real life example, there's a lot of parents who project their own failures onto their kids by making it so that they are forced down a path of opposite of them. Do you know how many times we've seen parents who like didn't finish their education, regretted it, and they put it all on their kids? Where they force them their hardest they possibly can to become the perfect academics, and when they aren't perfect, they like lose their absolute shit and call them failures and push them down. And they start from a very young age. They start around this age too. They see you failing in like primary or not doing well and when you're in grade 1 or grade 2, and they're on your ass. And that's not and the child's wants and wishes aren't like, but the kid wanted to do it. You need to understand, you brainwashed your kid into wanting to do it. That's still your bear of responsibility. And him holding his face and being upset about the kid burning himself is because he knows deep down that is his fault. Because he brainwashed his kid into doing this. And that's the thing about any child. They're so malleable to like the way they're nurtured and raised, right? So, yeah. So anyone who's like, but you don't get it, Toya kept choosing to go out and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't like his dad wanted him to. Yeah, his dad fucking brainwashed him all the way to it, man. Come on. You know real life examples of actual people you know who've been put like this. Yeah, he cannot. It's true. His body's gonna burn out. He's gonna keep pushing for it, though. Teach him other things! Instead of birthing more children, teach your child he has more value beyond the burning. Please! You had so... Obviously they didn't. Look at this. You just keep birthing more children to try to surpass. And he can see this. He can see himself being replaced. He can see himself being a failure in your eyes, trying to be replaced by the other ones who have the capability to go forward, who have the possibility, who each birth is a new possibility that they can have what Toya doesn't have. And that fucking hurts because you never sat down with him and told him that he has other importance. And you just keep popping out babies. You broke down this kid. You broke down this child. Every time you popped out a new baby, didn't explain to him or help him understand, your crazy fixation broke this kid down to this point. This is so heartbreaking. It's like actually so much worse than I envisioned, man. Like it's so much worse the more they show me. Oh my god. Look at me! Oh my god, the neglect! The neglect! Oh no, because no, he just wants to be. Shut up! Shut up! You're like, oh, go outside and play with your other rejected siblings. That's basically what he's telling him. He's no longer sees you as his precious firstborn child. Does he not realize what he's saying to him? He's not saying something comforting. He's not like, oh, I want you to have a good life and have fun with your friends and blah, blah, blah. No, this is you rejecting the fact that he can be successful. Because you're not telling him he has other things. You're like, oh, go have friends and go play. Because you're useless to me now. That's what it basically means. That he's going to interpret it that way. So he's going to keep trying. You need to give him something else to live for. You gave him nothing. No, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know there's a world larger than being a hero, because it's all you fucking taught your entire family. To the point where you're birthing more children just so that you could have better heroes. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're not teaching him those values. You're just yelling them at him. Yeah, that's right. You're the one who lit the fire under me, Dad. Tell him. Speak yo shit, Toya. Speak yo shit. You're the one who made me this way, Dad. You're the one who lit the fire under me. Right? Good. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh, it's so fucked up. Instead of being like, oh, my child is literally lashing out to the point of being so neglected and so shoved aside with the other two kids that, like, he's resorting to violence, you decide to make him even more isolated. Like, you're so fucking dumb. Like, how can you be like, Alicia, there's so many people like, Alicia, you don't get it. When you see the full backstory, you'll understand. You'll understand, man. No, Toya, it's not, Endeavor tried, man. He tried. What did he try? What did he genuinely try? Because I don't see it. All I see is him fucking yelling at his kids instead of actually teaching them anything. And then, when they fuck up, instead of educating them and helping them improve and listening to what their needs are because he's not meeting their needs, he fucking abandons them. And just the worst part is, he doesn't even fully abandon them. He doesn't fully leave the house. He's still physically there. He just ignores them. Like, that's how little like they matter to him, and his goal for what he wants. And yes, he cares for them enough for them to be alive, but it's not enough. That's not enough for when it comes to parenting. There's a responsibility when you bear a child. Exactly, you're running away. Good. I love that she spoke up for herself there. I love that she said it. She's like, he wants you to look at him. He wants time with you. He wants your acknowledgement. You're running away from him. Like, what is this? Parent the kid. Exactly. Oh, this episode got me so heated. Oh, I'm heated. Oh, I'm heated. Oh, this woke my ass up. Remember that? We saw that in like the old, in like I think it was season 2, doing that thing. I called out how there's 3 kids there. No. I was way back. Oh my god, he's pouring his feelings out to his siblings and crying about it even while they're sleeping. He's like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have tried to hurt Shoto. He's not at fault. It's Dad's fault. Like, you know, like, oh no, everyone's in the wrong here. And like, he's hurting and he just wants to be a part of it. And he doesn't want to be neglected. Like, he's having kids he doesn't need. That's what a modern hero is. Oh my god. Look, he had to process these emotions without help. Like, oh my god. Yeah, he told you a million times. Listen. He tells you a million times because he's fucking hurt. And he needs support. He doesn't have a support system. And all he has is you two as siblings. And he doesn't want to feel pushed aside again. Exactly. That's the problem, is that he's a child who can't process his emotions yet. Listen, even adults have a hard time processing their emotions. So when you're sleepy, listen, this is not Natsu's fault, though, in this situation. He is a baby. He's trying to sleep, so he's grumpy, and he's like, oh, tell my sister instead, I don't want to deal with this, right? I'm just trying to sleep. But no, the reality is that he needed his dad to have this conversation with him. He needed his dad to help him work through these feelings of neglect, but he doesn't, right? So he's trying to tell anyone he can connect to, but none of them fully get it the way that he has because of how severely he got brainwashed compared to them. Good mothering. Good acknowledgement. Acknowledging his feelings. You remember how earlier I said he was born from eugenics and breeding, and seeing more children come along hurts him more because he realizes how he's irrelevant and neglected, and understanding that all of this family is broken from the beginning and how much that plays a toll on him? And there's going to be some of you guys who are like, Alicia, arranged marriages work. It's so different, okay? My parents had an arranged marriage. My dad actually selected my mom, if anything, right? So it's not like I don't understand the process. But my dad didn't select my mom because of eugenics. He wasn't like, oh, we would breed excellent children that would become excellent and, blah, blah, blah. No, it was like, oh, she kind of hot. That was kind of his vibe. Oh, she kind of hot. Oh, she's really nice towards her family. She seems like a sweet girl. Okay. That was it. Right? It wasn't none of this crazy shit. And then when he had daughters, like, yeah, like, there's a lot of pressure put on us, which is how I learned a lot about, like, people putting their own goals onto others. But through a lot of processing and healing, and a lot of the time, like my sisters and I would clap back against a lot of stuff, where we would challenge their ideologies and we would challenge them about what they're doing to us because we had the platform to do it. If my parents neglected us, we wouldn't have been able to have the platform to challenge ideologies, which is how I was able to develop to the person I am today, because I knew how to stand up for myself because I was taught to stand up for myself. But if you're constantly neglected or pushed aside or born out of like a bad situation, listen, people are born out of bad situations all the time too. But it's the aftermath that matters. It's what the effort you put in day to day that matters. And the effort wasn't put day to day for Toya. It's like their last ditch effort to try to do something to help him, when you had all these years to try your best to help him, and you still continue to fail him. Though what he said to her hurts, it's realistic to the situation, and now she's hurt, processing her emotions, and feeling broken too. And now she's starting to mentally break over her own situation, where she's trapped with basically a loveless marriage, where he doesn't listen to her, doesn't value her own opinion, because she's like, hey, your kids want you to look at them, and he still does whatever the fuck he wants to when it comes to Endeavor. Oh, shit! Okay, saying she's complicit is crazy. She's just very mentally beat down and used. I don't know if I would call her complicit in the situation, because she technically has tried with Endeavor behind the scenes, but she hasn't tried hard enough with the kids either. I wouldn't say she's... I guess complicit would be the right word. Like, she's slightly involved in it, but she's not... I wouldn't say to the varying degree that he's acknowledging. Because how was she supposed to know that going into this arrangement that Endeavor would do this to their kids to this extent, right? Like, also the one thing that terrified me was when she was like, oh, blah, 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 and then Endeavor looked at her with rage, and then it cuts to, like, the next baby being born. Which is like, there's no baby that was made out of love or compassion or caring. From red to blue.
機能だもんな。感情の高ぶりが火力に直結するんだ。すっごいぞ俺。
トーヤ、お前まだ。
すごいことになったんだ。必ず来て。ショートにだってと。
Oh my god, this kid is breaking down, dude. This kid is so broken. They just want their dad to acknowledge them so badly. They're literally self-harming for their dad to love them. That's all they want. Like, and even if you're like, oh, Endeavor loves his kids, it's kind of like, there's one thing to love your kids and one thing to actually give them affection. Like, those are two different things. Because he doesn't give his other kids affection. He acknowledges their existence, doesn't want them to hurt themselves. That's not enough as a parent. Listen, I don't want any kid to hurt themselves. I ain't their parents. You know? It's got to be deeper than that when you're a parent. It's got to. You got to be like, yo, I care about you. I acknowledge you. I care about your physical well-being and your mental well-being. You know? You got to be there for every aspect. Not just, oh yeah, put Cheerios in the cupboard. And don't kill yourself. Cool? Like... I got a maid for you so she can take care of you because I can't deal with this shit. So. I'll make you glad I was born. Also, just want to point out there one more time for the commenter who I banned earlier, who probably is still watching the series and hating me for it, who said, Alicia's making up shit. Endeavor never hit the mom. We saw it in a previous episode. They showed us. They showed us in a previous episode that he hit her. And they showed it again here. Why? Why do you not watch with your eyeballs? Stop skipping scenes to watch action parts. I hate you motherfuckers. Stop skipping it. Like, oh my god, this happens so often. Oh, Alicia always makes up shit about Endeavor. I said he hit her, and they're like, he never laid a hand on her. You don't know. They showed it twice. One more time for the one time, in front of Shoto. In front of Shoto. What do you think he did? Clapped his own hands and she fell? What do you think happened, stupid? Okay, I'm good.
せめてその先では笑っていようと思っていたのに。その目をやめて。私は病院に隔離され、そこでトーヤのことを聞いた。そして完全に心が壊れてしまった。
Oh my gosh, she had a nervous breakdown. Oh my god. The isolation, the mental and physical abuse, paired with even her own kid falling down the wrong path, feeling alienated, not understanding. She has no support system to teach her better either, right? And she is accountable for her actions when it comes to the prior situations of not sitting down with her kids and helping them more, right? Because she could have taken the time with Toya way earlier on before her mental break. So she is complicit in that factor, because parenting is about day to day. It's very important. You can have conversations with the kids. The thing was, Toya's mind was so far gone that he literally was like, oh, these women are useless. Because that's how far gone he was. That mentality he had isn't something that you get from just wanting to be sexist. That's a mentality you get from constantly seeing people in your life being beaten down and doing nothing about it. And having no vocal cords. Like, they just don't talk, right? And he sees that within his own mother and sister, where they both didn't talk. They both didn't stand up for themselves. They both don't talk about their feelings or process them. So what his perception is that, oh, it's all women are like that. It's not that, oh, he's a sexist bastard, only even as a child, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. He just from his environment, the only people he interacts with are his family. He even says that, I don't have friends at school because I don't want them. I don't need them. So the only women he does interact with are these ones. And he sees that. Like, that's how a child's, like mental state is tainted. There's so many times even now where you see, like, these preteens and teenagers being tainted by, like, online, like, fitness gurus and bullshit who try to teach them to become and become manly and men. That taint their brains. It happens all the time because it's based off of their world perceptions and feeding off of it. That's true. That's the only real parenting he ever did for him, was teaching him to increase his firepower, and then told him, go play with your friends, go make friends at school, and go play with your siblings outside. Like, he did not say anything else to this child that was relevant. And don't burn yourself. And he's like, fuck that, my rebellious phase is burning myself. No. It's just, seeing this kid, like, being engulfed in flames and breakdown is just so fucking sad. Oh, now you care. Oh, now you care. Now that your kid's dying and burning alive. Oh, nice. Cool. Where the fuck was your compassion? Also, fuck you. Another note. After your kid dies like that, right? After all that shit, right? Because you didn't know the kid was still alive. After all that shit, you still treated Shoto that way? You still treated Shoto and were a piece of shit to him? Are you fucking with me? You just let a child die from the same issues of pushing him too far. And you still treated Shoto like shit. Are you, like, this bastard did not learn fast enough. After I killed Toya, I couldn't go back.
答するほかなくなっ
He's like, okay, well, I killed one with my crazy shit. Well, 50-50. I guess the other one won't die then. Let's just do it on them instead. Like, let's make Toya's death mean something. Let's abuse the other one. Like, what do you mean? Learn, bitch, learn. Holy shit. Exactly, because, like, that's the reason why Toya was, like, even when he was alive, was, like, as again, like, he was like, these women are useless, but because of this, he's like, he doesn't see the sister challenging, he doesn't see the mom having confrontations or conversations, like, it's this. I'm glad she's opening up about her feelings. I kind of like how the whole family acknowledges, like, if any of us had a conversation with Toya, we might have been able to break through and connect with him and help him. But none of us did. But do you know what? I'm gonna call it right now. If you're a child, a baby brother to Toya, that is not your responsibility to help him through his mental issues. You played with him every day, you never excluded him, and you were just a sleepy baby who had to deal with him telling you the same stuff over and over again. You don't have the mental capacity. I'm not going to say that you're accountable for not putting him in line or fixing him. Like, you were literally his baby brother. What the fuck do you mean? That's not on you. Like, it's... If any of those fuckers try to say Shoto was a part of the problem for what made Toya become Dabby, they could eat shit and die. Because Shoto did nothing. Shoto was born, existed, and then mentally abused. He did nothing to deserve that. Alright? Like, and the other two kids don't really deserve it either, because they never excluded him or anything. They tried playing with him, they tried talking to him, but they're just babies. What? No, it's not the family's burden to bear. It's literally just you two as parents. What do you mean? It's true. Shoto has saved your family. Shoto's a good baby. He is our family hero. He's a good baby. Oh, and even showing him averting his eyes as his dad cries. Oh, that's such a nice touch to it. That's such a nice touch. Hey, sorry we're eavesdropping. It's Genus and Hawks. What's up, Shotty? Oh, she's apologizing for what Dabby did. Oh, Ray 2.0 kind of win it. I appreciate her. The respect level she has is a massive W. I appreciate Ray 2.0. I feel so bad for her nervous breakdown, but like we can acknowledge the faults that she had, we can acknowledge the good parts that she had. But like, God, I love the fact that she's developed so much. I think Endeavor developed a lot too. Like, we have to acknowledge that he's come a long fucking way since Shoto put the family back together. The only reason Endeavor is not a total waste of fucking time is because of Shoto. Let's be real here, okay? Because Shoto was like, yo bitch ass don't mean nothing to me, stupid. I don't even want to use my flames because of you. But I chose to use them because that's my own shit. Fuck you. That's right. Deku taught me better than this. You didn't raise me. You didn't raise my mental state. Deku raised me. That's my dad. True, because Deku became his damn father during that tournament fight in season 2, okay?
違法デニムと遠佐の原点は捜査の手がかりになる。
恨んで当然の私を再びお母さんと呼んでくれた。
そっか。俺はあの人たちに向き合えなかった。
I'm sorry. I started almost crying. I'm sorry. It's just so beautiful. I love Shoto. He's my favorite character. It just made me really happy. Because all of his hard work means more than just improving himself. He improved like everyone around him, you know? Him trying so hard, him writing to his mom, him visiting everybody. It's just like so good. Like how much he's helped everyone else. And all I wish is that he could help Dabby too. And I know they're gonna probably go kill him. But I really wish that Shoto was the one to help him. You know? Because he just brings everyone together and makes them better. I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm such a baby. I'm a baby. You are so cool. Oh man, I've been having big old talks during this goddamn show, man. Holy shit. This a long recording probably. Wait, they talked about that like last episode, the episode before? During the car ride with Genist and Hawks. I just don't remember which episode it was.
通り、あなたは戦う他に道はありません。そして俺たちもです。こたびの責任はナンバー1だけのものじゃない。ご家庭だけで占有しないでいただきたい。
Good. I completely agree with Hawks on that. Is that like people have the right to become better, and it's not just about what you've done in your past, which you should be held accountable for your actions. Don't get me wrong, but it's about what you do in the current situation, which is why I was so heartbroken over and over again for Toya's situation, because over and over again he was so let down in the day-to-day process where people just wouldn't help him process his emotions or anything or give him other prospects in life. And Endeavor, like, listen, what Endeavor did towards his whole family and broke everyone around him, like that of course makes him a bad person. But bad people can also do the right thing sometimes, and bad people can also change and want to better the world, right? Even if we look at a situation like Scar from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, who started off just being a good bean, turned like a bad bean, murdering a child and a dude and started murdering people, and turned it all around to become a better man again. Yeah, Scar was kind of a piece of shit. But also, he wanted the betterment for others after. Endeavor's like that too. Started off maybe okay, because he just wanted to be a hero. Got power hungry, went crazy, started fucking up all over the place, and now he wants to be a better man again. Does that make him a lost cause? No. I don't think anyone is truly a lost cause until they die. I think everyone has a chance to become a better person. The only time I think you're truly a lost cause is when you don't regret your action. If you only regret getting caught, if you only regret being seen, if you only regret like people knowing about your bad deeds, that's a fucking problem and you are not redeemable. But If you're somebody who can acknowledge and regret your decision and want better, you're redeemable. That's the only thing. And there's a lot of people out there who are sick fucks who are not redeemable because they don't regret what they do, or they're really fucked up or perverted or sick, right? Who just don't think what they're doing is wrong, or know it's wrong but just don't care and don't regret their decisions unless they're caught. They only regret that factor. So, in Endeavor's case, he has a lot of regret. He has a heavy amount of regret, but he was only able to acknowledge it because Shoto's such a massive fucking W. And I'll take it. If you regret what you've done to the point where you're breaking down and you want to be better, good for you. Doesn't mean that you're a W person, but what you're doing is a W, and I'll take that. I think it's an amazing character development because it acknowledges how much of a fuck up you are, but it acknowledges also that you want to become better and you want to help fix things. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk this episode. I got a lot of feelings.
僕の花道ランウェイなら歩き慣れている。
He got a snot bubble. I feel you on that. I'd be crying too. I get snotty when I cry all the time, so everyone hears me blow my nose on stream. True.
考えたんすけど、一つ不明瞭な要素が。ワン・フォー・オールって何なんですかね？
Awkward. 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 Yeah. Yeah, it's Deku. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kanchan's like, if you don't let me see my damn bestie, I'm gonna start bleeding from all my organs while spitting out blood. You better let me see that motherfucker. How dare he be sleeping when I'm awake? Fuck you. Let me see his sleeping bitch ass. He better wake up. Everyone has to hold him back. Fuck all of y'all. Let me see him. He's even louder than that. Oh. I love that Genus said the full fucking name. I love that he said the full fucking name in acknowledgement. I love that shit. I love that we don't shorten it. That's right. We acknowledge you by your full ass name now. That's our baby boy. Do I look all right, bitch? I be tied up by a tongue hanging over someone's shoulder. The fuck you mean? Oh, he putting it together. Hawks is putting it together. Hawks is realizing what's going down. Uh-huh. Hawks is, he a smart bitch too. You know he a smart bitch.
なんだ
たちと話しているんだね。
I'm sorry for like blowing my nose continuously, but your girl is a crying, sobbing mess. Is previous episode shit? Yeah, we're good. All right. Let me preview stuff. I mean, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for coming to my emotional outburst 101. This is one of the longest reactions I've had to my hero. Holy shit. I've just had so many feelings about this situation, and like, This was therapeutic to me too. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this long ass My Hero video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!